Alrighty, I think we should get into this one. Game number 1 in this best of 3 series of Team Spirit versus not Team Spirit, Tirachio, goddamn you with your old tag coming up. No, it's Team Unique versus Team Nigma in this best of 3 here at the ESL Birmingham League. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this one because I don't think it's going to be as clear-cut as some people would have might thought. I do think Nigma have the advantage, like they have been looking better recently, but Team Unique, they're just off the back of a secret win. Like these guys are hyped, they're ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. And their draft is very nice too, I would say, in this kind of game. It's going to come down to how strong the Nature's Prophet gets, and if he can actually keep this Viper down. I'm not sure how this matchup goes in his mid lane. It's not something I've seen, Nature's Prophet versus Viper, but I would imagine the Nature's Prophet will have a decent time. And then if he makes any rotations towards the IO lane and get some kills, it's going to be very tough, I think, for the IO to come back. I want to say like Team Nigma's team fight is actually not as good as it should be normally when you're playing like an IO draft. So you have that nice comeback mechanic available to you too. Like if a big team fight breaks out, then this Gyrocopter just kills everyone. Where Team Unique, you know, they got that team fight, they got that capabilities of sniping the IO, and I feel like they have a more well-rounded lineup right now.
Yeah, I think so as well. They have a lot of options, a lot of ways to play this game, as you say, and Nigma kind of honed in on the one kind of playstyle right now, as we've got this disconnect on the on Kuro right now, but he's going to be back in just a fact. Oh, it's actually GH on the right. Oh, GHIO, that's what we want to see. Kuro's going to be on his Enchantress as well. Pure comfort zones. Yeah, it just feels like it's going to be really annoying to play into Team Unique this game, though, right? Like, they've got the Ricky who could just kind of just snowball, be super annoying, be on top of you all the time. Tirachio could have, like, an absolutely super annoying game. However, the Nature's Prophet, he's going to be split pushing, and even if the Ricky has troubles at the start, that Prophet's going to be trying to make space, push out lanes, drag the attention of Nigma back into their own side of the map lots. I mean, the IO does help with that a little bit, but it's always going to be a factor in your mind, so a lot to consider this game and a lot to work out, and we'll see if Nigma are able to hold up against the constant pressure which Unique will, I imagine, will be putting on them, and how much we can get done. I mean, the mid lane is, I think, pretty important to how the rest of the game is going to be played out right now.
The battle begins.
For sure. This top lane could be very difficult though for Team Unique side. Looking at the drafts right now, like, and the lane matchups, Enchantress and Beastmaster is not a weak lane whatsoever, right? You're gonna have like this enchanted creep, go with the Beastmaster's auras, or you just enchant the enemy hero. They're going to be super sold on top of the boards. I feel there's a lot of kill potential that's going to be happening from both teams here on the top lane, because the Ricky is just not going to be able to straight up farm in this lane unless they put some pressure onto Team Nigma's heroes as well and try to kill them with the Inkswell.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised Vanscourt did choose to go for the Stroke of Fate level 1 rather than the Inkswell, so clearly showing that they don't feel confident enough to go for any kills straight off the bat, which is pretty surprising because the Enchantress can be somewhat vulnerable. But here's what they actually wanted to do. They want to kill off those balls as quickly as possible. But Vanscourt taking a ton of damage from Kuro here at the same time.
Yeah, you need that. Oh, never mind. Bottom is when you actually...
How?
They chased him down. They just straight up chased him down.
Ran him under his tower. Jesus. Okay, and BZZ is not exactly having a great time here either, as they've got another rocket barrage ready. He's trying to stay in the creep wave, but he's really running out of actions here. BZZ trying to make his way over to the side. A Miracle can't get him range for that rocket barrage to be effective, but GH, he's just pinging him. He's just right-clicking him. BZZ is going to get under that tower. GH will not be able to find the kill here. Jumps back over towards his friendly carry and gets back to work, but wow, I mean, yeah. So sorry about missing that one, folks, but I'm not really going to feel too bad about it because that was a wild first blood.
Yeah, I mean, they actually ignored all the creep waves and just went straight for the heroes, even the Dragon Knight, right? He lost like 6 creeps doing that, but that's okay. They got the first blood. They are, you know, showing dominance in this bottom lane, and we know that Dragon Knight can't really fight back in these kind of situations. He's just going to breathe fire. He just wants to get experience, so IO Jar are going to take complete control over here for now. They're going on bottom onto Jar.
Jesus, yeah. Well, that kind of might pop him. Nope, not quite enough damage to bring him down here. Miracle's going to salve up. Yeah, taking a bit of damage as well. Wow, he said, oh, meanwhile, over towards the mid lane. We actually going under the tower for 19. He's having to pop that Fairy Fire as he takes some hits from the tower there, but does keep himself alive. These two heroes very, very low in the middle lane, but he's got that salve. 19, he's got one on the way as well. Courier's called it over, but it's going to be a little while without that teleport leveled up.
Top lane, Kuro.
Vanskor as well going down, but yeah, it's the Enchantress who's in trouble. Stroke of Fate will miss. Duracho unable to get the jump in with the Blink Strike, trying to finish, but with the tricks of the trade and will be able to do so, just about bringing down Kuro at the very skin of his teeth there, but that Enchantress is dead. Meanwhile, back in towards mid, the poison comes out. Wee gets the kill, but might be going down himself, and he does well die. Meanwhile, bottom, they're just peppering them back once again. Okay, it's not all 3 lanes we're getting kills right now, but it is a violent laning phase. But that kill from Wee, a pretty big deal in this middle lane as he's able to bring down that Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, that's huge for Wee because he gets the kill and he dies, so he gets to come back with full mana, full HP. Nature's Prophet did not get any experience through all of that, and we can see that the Viper is very dominant against the NP. I guess the summons just can't go on to the Viper, and they just take too much like slows and damage from his passive. So that's going to be very annoying for the NP. So the NP definitely going to look to see if he can make any moves onto Silent and hopefully help out one of these lanes, get some kills. Maybe onto Mind Control, who can't really escape. Oh, bottom again. More action.
Yeah, they're going on to BZZ right now, but BZZ makes it under the tower, but it might actually be a Shadow Demon who's taking the majority of the damage here. Does have that Fairy Fire to keep himself alive, just about holding on, and will be able to get off that salve and throw a couple of poisons back the way of Team Nigma. But GH and Miracle, they are getting very aggressive in this bottom lane, but they're not really, like, dominating it. I mean, CS-wise, it's pretty darn even. In fact, Miracle's even a little bit less behind.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, wow, that is a big rotation in from Vanskor into the middle lane. Meanwhile, I'll put down bottom once again. Illusion dropping so low, and he is going to lose his life eventually. So GH and Miracle do eventually find this kill down here. Took them some time, and BCC's got to be careful once again, playing around that creep wave, but he's still taking a ton of damage from that Rocket Barrage. But Miracle's got to be careful. He doesn't have that much health to play with. They're trying to play around with him here. Ooh, BCC getting himself away so low, trying to turn back in again, but he is surely dead now. Meanwhile, there's a courier. What the hell?
Oh, no.
Had a visit in the night from a young lady named Miss Micro there. Poor old Illusion, but there you go.
Kuro's on the hunt too. Top. He's going deeper this one.
Yeah, he wants it. He might not be finding it though. No, that courier is good. Are they Ricky? Yeah, there we go. He's on it. No worries at all. Goodness me. I mean, what an active 5 minutes of the game. We're 4-3, but we've had many more people than that dropping super low on HP as well. As we just had aggression and fighting and violence happening all across the lanes. I do think you've probably got to say that it's going a little bit better for Nigma, especially this middle lane, though. They're trying to turn around onto 19, and he is certainly not surviving this one. Kuro taking advantage of his positioning from earlier on. Meanwhile, Mind Control. That's actually the Grimstroke, which was able to just TP himself away from Mind Control there, as he was unable to finish the kill on the Beastmaster.
Yeah, I mean, the Ricky is doing great top. He's farming it up, and Beastmaster, now that he's been left alone, he's going to be getting that XP once he gets level 6. That's the time that Enchantress will probably go back to the top lane. But right now, this Viper is everything in this game, right? Like, we're talking about how the mid lane will go, and it's going to be the key and the focal point of this game. It's like Viper actually destroying Nature's Prophet, kicking him out of the lane multiple times here. And with Kuro's help,
he's trying his luck here, Shadow Demon, but they have TP'd in 19 here. Let's see what they can do, as they've actually got the Inkswell on the tree and doesn't quite connect onto Wee, though. Now he's able to turn this one around. Kuro getting right up in their faces as they will drop the Viper Strike down. Disruption going to buy him a little bit of time, hopefully get the majority of the damage from that Viper Strike off him, and now the trees come out, cutting off their vision. Meanwhile, GH taking off the damage on the backlines. They'll turn their attention over towards Vanskor. Vanskor trying to get to the trees here, but he's poisoned up, and he shall die. It was terminal in the end. Meanwhile, Illusion trying to jump forward, find something here, but I think this fight is probably over, and I think Nigma have gotten away with this dive somehow.
Wow, this Viper IO combo is actually insane early in the game. You know, you get that corrosive skin, you make him even tankier with the overcharge. It just feels like you can't kill this Viper whatsoever. And this and the experience difference between these two mid laners is just growing bigger and bigger in favor of Wee here.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, the Ricky has been able to have a pretty good time up at top and down at bottom. Well, talking about top lane, Beastmaster, he's going to get stunned up by the Ricky, and now Silence comes down onto him as well. Mind Control breaks off the silence, summons himself a boss to try and slow down the Ricky. Ricky, he does have the Blink Strike, he can't see him, does now have the vision, jumps forward with the tricks of the trade to try and get on top of Mind Control. They're really struggling to finish the job here. Blink Strike forward, though, right click comes through, and they will find that kill eventually. A well-played fight from Team Unique up in the top lane.
Yeah, that was a much-needed kill for Team Unique to keep themselves in the game. Especially that Ricky's the one who got this kill. It's going to be huge. You know, move him a little bit closer to that power treads. It's going to be a pretty big power spike for him. And I think we're going to need, or Team Unique's going to need this Ricky to be able to TP to some team fights, especially when Nigma is diving, and just pick up the supports.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets his power charge, he's gonna feel comfortable enough to do that. As long as he's got clarity, he's running as well, so it's got like 4 resources available. Yeah, we have a Dragon Knight soon hitting level 6 here. I think the momentum in the ball lane is gonna shift a little bit after he gets his 6. So.
Also, I like the way with this cool animation on the gyrocopter, I just physically cannot see his health bar, so, you know, I'm giving myself a free ticket on any missed kills on him, because I genuinely cannot see what health he's on unless I look really hard. Yeah. That is super annoying.
Definitely. I'm not a big fan of that. It looks a lot like in Dota Underverse they have that. Oh, top lane though. Kuroki's getting God on here.
He is indeed. In fact, he might just get his mozzarella melted up here, though they're struggling to. Never mind, the Blink Strike comes through, finishes a kill. Mind Control looking for some counter aggression onto Vanscore here and should find the return kill. And now he's just going to battle on down with Dyrachyo here. And Dyrachyo, with those balls helping him out, will not be winning this little engagement here. Mind Control, does he have any dust on him? Does not. So Dyrachyo is just going to keep on playing with him, really abusing the lack. Oh, dodging out the roar, but it's going to come through regardless. Although, if this comes out, Wee's on top of him, and with the, oh my goodness, they can find the kill, but Dyrachyo is probably going to die to the poison from the Viper. Great rotation in from Weeha there. Makes it 100% worth it for that Beastmaster to go down there.
Yeah, well, the Ricky can't go and gank or counter gank other lanes if he's the one getting ganked, so that was really nice. And they were planning to bring 4 heroes bottom to this IO gyrocopter. The Shadow Demon also canceling his TP out from the mid lane. There's a lot of pressure coming out from Team Nigma's side. It looks like when Beastmaster is alive, he's going to consider going mid lane too. They really want to secure this tier 1 middle, and that's going to open up the map big time for Team Nigma.
Yeah, Illusion's trying to do his best here, trying to throw some poisons away off Wee, but Weeha just doesn't care, and as you say, Mind Control already coming back towards this middle lane. Ready to tear it up, take down this tower, and down it shall fall. We will grab it. Meanwhile, Dyrachyo's able to find himself Kuro at the very least. Kuro was doing a bottom lane jungling. Yeah, bottom lane. My goodness, under the tower here. The Dragon Knight's the one in trouble, and they get this kill easily. Miracle and GH just flying in under towers here, feeling pretty unpunished right now. The trees come through, but Miracle eats his way out instantly. Has a quelling blade, actually, on the gyrocopter just to eat through these trees. Fair enough.
Yep, I mean, this game, man, Nigma is like complete control of the situation, especially after taking this tier 1 middle. No one on Dire side is going to be able to feel comfortable to stay mid and push that lane out, as they are always going to fear, let's say, an Enchantress slow into an IO gyro relocate onto the mid lane. And also, since the tier 1 mid is dead, this Viper can pretty much freely go anywhere on the map. And it looks like it's going to be 2 outposts as well for Nigma. Oh, GH.
Yeah, surely he's gotten caught out here, right? Gyrocopter was considering coming in, but Miracle without any mana, and he could maybe have popped the ultimate by me. He's not saving that IO. That IO is dead. He just adds another log onto the fire if he tries to help him out. Dyrachyo is really hungry to try and find the Gyrocopter there, but he's well under the tower. Miracle knows exactly where he needs to be.
And it looks like Beastmaster and Viper are going to take top tower now. That's going to be very difficult for Team Unique to defend. At least they're going to try and make a play for themselves bottom here. But they might not even be able to take the tower. The Dragon Knight does not have his ultimate. No, they're TPing in here. They want to defend this.
This could get messy as they drop down the ultimate onto the BZZ, slowing him down. He's going to turn around with the Dragon Tail, but there's the Roar coming down, but Illusion is there with the save, throwing down the disruption and allowing BZZ to not be stunned up in the middle of everybody, but Viper coming around from the side. This is getting dangerous for Unique. They're running out of HP. Dyrachyo trying to play around here. Illusion is the first one to go down. It looks like Dyrachyo could be the second. They've got the vision. They've got the right clicks. He's poisoned up, being torn apart, and that Ricky is dead. BZZ still being chased here. Nigma are not done. They're going under the tier 2s. They don't seem to care. They've got an Iocopter, and they're willing to use it. BZZ under the tier 2 tower, though. The TP out. Alright, fair enough. They get the kill anyway because they're looking in to defend this middle tower at the same time. Such efficiency coming out from Team Nigma right here, as they want to make sure that every single lane is going their way, that they don't actually take down the catapult whilst they're down there, but they will be able to take this tier 1 in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is the kind of map moment that you expect from a team like Nigma, and it's absolutely beautiful just watching them be able to play this way compared to what happened 2 weeks ago. And, you know, after this dominant laning stage where they pretty much destroyed this mid lane, like, we did a great job in this matchup, and also IO Gyrocopter showing such dominance bottom. Oh, Miracle, he might get gone on here, but they don't
GH
have
is
a
right
relocate.
behind him. Kura's the one getting real low, actually, as Duracho will jump in. He finds that kill to Kura. GH is in trouble as well. He's going to get beaten down. They've killed off BZZ, but it's looking like it's going to be Miracle losing his life, trying to turn around, trying to deal the damage, but will end up dying nonetheless. We looking for some revenge. Finds one, looking over towards 19, might find two. He's not got the roar, actually. Mind Control won't be able to stop him TPing out of this one, and inside the fountain, 19 will be able to survive the poison damage. Meanwhile, Duracho, he's still looking here. He finds Mind Control. Mind Control does have the roar, but Duracho playing around him beautifully as he drops down that smoke, jump into the other side. We cannot get revenge for his fallen comrade as Unique, they find themselves a pretty damn good fight here.
And just as I praised Team Nigma, they overextend just a little too much without that IO relocate up, and now they're getting picked up. But we had
to do it to him, but they're not done. I mean,
did.
this is a free Vanscore kill here. This is just an easy Grimstroke, and they're looking towards 19 as well. This might be a little bit harder than the previous one. He's trying to go for the TP. The rocket will not connect. He's out of there. Worth it. Relocate. Whatever.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, this doesn't really phase Nigma in any way, right? The Riki is still very, very far away from that Diffusal Blade, and there's just so much more map control that Nigma can take out here. And they also got the Beastmaster, so they got that power to do the Roshan as well if they need to. It sort of feels like Team Unique have to keep playing at that tempo that they just did.
Yeah.
In order to keep themselves in this game right now, without Team Nigma, taking all the map away from them and just farming up a storm.
Yeah, this is a hella fun game as well. I mean, both teams just really going at it. It feels like it's a 25-minute long game, but we're only at minute 13, might I add. And yeah, we're going into Roshan, because why not? We're pretending we're in, like, the mid-game right now.
Yeah, they got Alpha Wolf with the Crow's enchant here, and that's going to be giving so much damage in this for this Roshan as well. They got that
sure there's nothing they do about this on Team Unique. They just have no idea. They're going to try and take down Kura, but with Roshan going down, this might put them off it. Yeah, they're not committing to this little Enchantress here. The Doge shall skip themselves away. And Nigma, well, they're happy with their Aegis right now. Gyrocopter still looking for that Axe, but I mean, he doesn't really need items. He's a one-man death machine.
Yeah, man. If you look at Team Unique's heroes right now, like, their supports are so poor in this game. They just can't even stand their ground and tank up the flat cannon in any way in the team fight. So they need something to happen for them. They need some big team fight where they get like a real juicy, 5-man shadow poison for the Shadow Demon or something, gets a kill, get the ball rolling. He needs that Aether Lens as a position forward. It's so important that you get items on your Shadow Demon, especially in these kind of games.
Yeah, and he is just not getting that so far, but it is still early on in the game. But yeah, his net worth pretty low. Grimstroke even poor. I mean, this Grimstroke is so poor. He's got some tatty boots and a couple of sticks. That is all he owns right now. But they're looking for something here. Jumping onto the IO illusions, getting baited out a little bit here. They're trying to look forward, but Miracle and GH, they are well on the run, and they're not going to find anything from this. This is a big rotation for nothing. Meanwhile, Nigma trying to find something over towards the mid lane, see if anybody's coming to push this one out. But that's not happening either, so both teams left empty-handed. But the fact that Nigma's just playing so deep onto the enemy side of the map is really causing havoc with how Unique want to play this game.
That was actually so huge by Nigma. GH and Miracle just, putting so much pressure in the top lane where they forced Team Unique to react, and in the end, they don't even catch a, little IO in that way. And all of a sudden, Nigma took over the bottom jungle area. They're pushing out all the lanes. Meanwhile, IO Jaro, all they had to do was not farm for like 20 seconds. And they just created so much space on the map. Instantly, another 1,000 gold going the way of Team Nigma just from that small little movement. And now we're up to 5k gold. This gold is just going to keep on increasing while they have this Aegis. They're just waiting for that Aghanims on the Gyrocopter, and maybe the Beastmaster finding someone so they can relocate, get a kill, and then snowball that into a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, it feels like a while ago they took this Roshan, but actually they've still got plenty of time left on his Aegis, so really not worried here about the time pressures, Nigma, as they're just playing so fast at such a pace which Unique can't seem to keep up. But they're going for it. They might find something here. They're looking for GH. They know they need to go on this IO on the backlines, and that is exactly going to be the plan. They even disrupt the Gyrocopter to just completely keep him out of the engagement, but they're struggling to finish the job here. It's a home missile, slows down BTC, but they will get this kill. But meanwhile, the Gyro is able to just sneak himself away on the backlines here. They're so focused in on killing off that IO that they never got the copter. So, yeah, it's something, but Nigma aren't leaving. They are not done here by any stretch of the imagination. They know that they can relocate the IO in if they need to.
Yeah, they actually TP'd everybody top lane, even though they were farming like pretty much 65+% of the map, I would say. And all of a sudden, they're bringing all their heroes top. They want to go for the tier 2 tower now. I guess Team Unique did use their Dragon Knight ultimate. You know, some resources were spent to kill that IO, but, you know, Unique reacting properly, not falling to this trap that Nigma was trying to set up, just splitting the map, trying to get some farm, you know, trying to make this game 50-50 and just delay that Aegis timing. And they're doing a good job, though. If you look at Nature's Prophet and Ricky's net worth, they're actually keeping up with the Gyrocopter and the Viper.
Yeah, they're not too far behind at all. There's plenty of farm to be had. I mean, this is something we mentioned earlier on. I'm surprised that the Ricky's been able to do so well. But the Prophet certainly, you know, just being able to farm anywhere on the map, always being able to be on the right time. But now look at the aggression coming in from Nigma. I mean, they finished this Ags, and they want Unique to know about this. They're taking their tier 2. Probably going to move down bottom and try and put some pressure onto the tier 1 whilst they sweep through their ancient camps anyway. So, yeah, imagine this gold lead. Whilst it has started to dip a little bit, it's probably going to pick up in just a second now for Team Nigma.
Yeah, it's very deceiving though, the goal lead in this kind of game, because Team Unique don't really have any auras, whereas Nigma does. They got this Beastmaster. So this aura being stacked up on all of Nigma's heroes, where pretty much all the heroes can utilize it, even the Enchantress, right? This big 40 attack speed aura here that he has. So I would say their net worth is a little bit higher than what it actually looks like, because their team fight is going to be insane as long as they're fighting with the Beastmaster.
Quick pause, perhaps, but it gives us time for a bit of a hero hunting going on for the pause. What do you think of these pause games, by the way?
Dude, it's so distracting. Like, people
Yeah,
are
right.
playing this this like hero hunt, whatever it is, and then the person reconnects and nobody even notices. He's like back in the game already.
Yeah.
Even though he's a person with, and that guy who disconnected is also playing the game. So he's like, oh hey, cool guys, we're not playing Dota anymore, I guess. Just here play our mini games that, you know, completely destroys our focus. Like, I'm pretty sure it's so distracting, right? Like, especially for the players. There should be a way to be able to like turn this off, so you can just keep focused on the game and what's happening.
Probably. I mean, you can hide it, but I believe it pops up again every single time anyway. And
Wait, you can hide it? How do you hide it?
Yeah, top right, hide playground. There you go. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
But I think it
Oh,
pops
yeah.
up again every single pause anyway, so it's pretty annoying. But yeah, I mean, it just makes you lose track of what's going on in the game. You come back in, you end up getting ganked, you're like, oh yeah, I remember they were coming for me, but kind of forgot about that one.
Exactly.
Roar out in the bottom lane. They're going for Duracho right now. They've got the relocation down on top of him as well.
Oh
Smoke's
my
not going to
God.
save you today, sir. That is too much damage. To be fair, I'm not even sure if Mind Control even needed the help there. This was just the Beastmaster with the level 3 Necronomicon. A big reveal. Huge reveal.
So big. I mean, Ricky can't stand his ground against that at all. Like, he just gets spotted out by the melee dudes. What's that called? Oh, it's just called True Sight. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. So True Sight, you know, he can't walk into team fights anymore, especially if the Beastmaster is in the front. He's gonna have to find different angles of attack now. He's gonna have to go way in the back, try to flank Team Nigma so they can find the IO. He's actually going for a mech on the IO. I kind of like that because he gives you armor,
Yeah.
and also it can help your allies. But it's mainly a really good item to protect yourself from the Ricky in this kind of game.
Kuro is probably going to die here, but there's a lot of heroes TPing in. BZZ trying to get himself out of here. Will be successful. Vanscore as well trying to get himself away, but that's not going to happen. Too much damage coming out way too quickly out of this Viper, so we will bring down one. They get their revenge, but more importantly, they force Nigma back to their side of the map, which is absolutely what Unique have been wanting to do this game.
Yeah, they just pretty much farmed up with this Aegis, and now Gyrocopter's going for the BKB. Like, they have no reason to rush this game, right? They know that this Gyrocopter is gonna be a beast once he gets, you know, this BKB, Satanic, Butterfly, whatever item. So he just wants to keep farming up and take the fights where Unique like go a little bit, they overextend a little bit, and then after the kills, they'll go for the objectives. We can see, like, they're not really hard forcing any objectives right now. Mind Control,
Oh, the
though, was a
revenge
big
coming
kill.
down onto the Beastmaster right now. Do they have the damage? You bet they do. Thrasher feels happy about that one as he's able to bring down that pesky Beastmaster. And, well, now the relocate comes in and see you later, Illusion. 19 and Thrasher want nothing to do with this. They are just shifting it into reverse right now. But we trying to keep up here. Has got the Force Staff to get a little bit closer, but will not connect with that poison. And it looks like Unique are able to make a choice here. What's that choice going to be? I mean, Durachio's still hanging around, but
Damn, we has a BKB already. Oh wow.
cool
Okay.
stuff. BKB on the Viper, yeah.
I was like looking at his items. I was like, yo, this guy only got a 4-staff. What has he been doing? I know he's been like running around and like trying to be in every single team fight, but he's got a BKB already. Like that was on the courier coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, bottom though.
19
Hold
is
on,
in the same
Miracle.
position. Oh my goodness, this is a man without his bungee cord. Miracle, he's been cut loose and he falls to the river beneath, getting killed off by Durachio here. That is
that's not-
incredibly questionable positioning from Miracle. I mean, I guess he was waiting for GH to come in for. No, I don't know, Theban. I really don't know.
So what happened was IO went back with the relocate to where they came from, and then Miracle just kept pushing in bottom. He probably thought like no one was gonna come get him or something. He could
Right.
just TP out. But all of a sudden, Unique find themselves an opening here. 18 seconds left on the Gyrocopter. This opening is probably closing very soon. They
10
might have to
seconds
get
till
out
he's
here.
back. Wee does show himself. Do they want to go for him, though? It doesn't look like it. Yes, they do. Jump in, but the BKB pop from Wee just in time, and now Dragon Knight's actually the one in trouble, trying to get the TP out here. It's going to be successful. He is not. BZZ is cut down. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Ratcho's able to get himself away, and the Prophet is also able to get a TP out. But unfortunately, Illusion, he's going to be the extra little kill, and that is going to send Wee into the godlike status right now in this game. This Viper is just an absolute monster, but still somehow not the most rich here in the game. I mean, 19 is just an absolute boulder on this Nature's Prophet, but compare their game impact, and 19 looks very, very minimalistic compared to what Wee's been able to pull off this match.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Dude,
under attack.
that Viper, like you saw that Dragon Knight, he was like butter.
Yeah, that was a...
Now you know why the Viper was picked against this DK here. It did a lot of damage. All he had to do was BKB when the Dragon Knight blinks in and just turn around and kill him. It's really, really nice play by Wee there, anticipating that.
Oh, Durachio going in for the deny here, and he gets a kill on the tower, and he dodged a
dodge.
Viper strike as well. Cheeky. Durachio playing around a little bit here, and even jumping over to the Nature's Prophet, playing piggyback here with his friends. But unfortunately, as cute as that is all down in the bottom lane, you got much bigger problems going on in the Roche Pit right now. So we're going to have a 23-minute Aegis and Cheese coming out for Nigma right now. And once again, they're just too late to the pit. Nigma are playing at way too high a pace for Unique to really provide an answer.
Yeah, with the Hawk, summons, the auras, like it's just so much more difficult for Unique to get these lanes pushed out. If they didn't have a Nature's Prophet getting all these lanes out, it would have been a completely different game for Unique. Like I think they would be behind like 20k gold already by now, if it wasn't for him stopping all this pressure. But they're also doing a really good job at keeping these outposts up for themselves. It feels like Team Nigma just like ignoring all these outposts throughout the game, but at the same time, you are playing against NP, and he just takes them whenever you go to the other side of the map. It's just really difficult to try and keep those up. But they're gonna go to high ground. This is the second Aegis. Normally, this is what we see when that is up.
The high ground Aegis. Miracle is taking a decent amount of damage up on this high ground right now. Still early days, so not the tankiest here in the world, but with this IO behind him just offering him so much sustain. Mind Control just sitting behind, he's got that aura as well. It's really hard, though, for them to keep their creeps alive and do some significant damage, though. That said, I mean, they have got the tower down to half HP, so I would consider that significant.
Bottom tower too, it's also a half HP. Being split pushed by the Ricky here. Nature's Prophet not actually going bottom to try to pressure that tower since he doesn't have the BKB up. He does not want to get caught with his pants down. Maybe an IO Gyrocopter TPing in on top of him. So they're going to delay this push just enough. I think this split push by Unique is going to be very, very good. I really like what they're doing here. Instead of just having 5 heroes sitting inside of the base, they still have someone pushing bottom in and trying to apply their own level of pressure. So Nigma have to make a decision. Are they going to commit top or they have to defend?
Yeah. And the decision unfortunately has to be to get bad, but Durachio could be in some trouble right now. They've got the dust out onto this Ricky. Ricky running out of spells, running out of life, and running out of time in the bottom lane as he is going to get cut down. And Mind Control gets a kill with his little Necro units. Cool. Nice
Dude,
kill,
that was so
Mind Control.
cool. Mind Control actually sent his Necronomicon's bottom, found the Ricky, and that's why they TP down there.
Damn.
With the IO and the Gyrocopter, because the Necronomicon was given vision. And this Ricky was trying so hard to kill off the True Sight, but you know, there's dust up on GH, so it was a very easy kill in the end.
Yeah, did end up being, and now they will remount their offensive up in the top lane as they try to take down this tier 3 tower. Miracle and GH doing their best here to take down this one, and Unique, they are kind of looking a little bit sad. They do not have their Ricky, and they don't really have much of a way of repelling Nigma from their base right now. They don't want to hard commit to this one. The stun does come down. Maybe they might make it go into the Beastmaster here, but look at Miracle just on the front lines. Not a fear in the world. They kind of grab them together, but they don't care. They got a BKB. 19 in the middle of everybody. This highest net worth hero in the game just has to BKB TP out from a fight. Duracho, he is hard coming onto this one. He's found a BKB of his own. He might be able to take down the Aya, but no. It comes out, healing him back up again. Duracho has to back himself away. DK is going to have his turn at trying to jump into the mix, but he's also getting blended up as well. The blender just keeps on spinning, and Unique just keep on backing out. No one actually dying just yet, to be honest, but the barracks certainly are. The range has fallen down. The melee going to be heading the same way as well. And look at the ridiculous amount of sand on the side of Team Nigma here. They just keep Miracle nice and healthy, healing him up time and time again. They're looking for an exit kill. The Beastmaster, though, he is making himself pretty unwilling. A jump back from Duracho here. Doesn't want to hard commit to this one. Illusion as well, making it back to the base here as they just realize that they're not really defending from much. Duracho just trying to poke at Miracle, but Miracle just does not want to be poked. The jump in, the stun onto the gyrocopter. Miracle trying to play around a little bit, but Weehar's just backing him up. They've got the 4 stars. They've got so many saves for him if they need to use them, but with its Aegis, they don't even need to commit to saving Miracle right now. They know that he can't really die, and they're just going to keep on pressuring them. I mean, the Unique can't even step out of their base. They can't even follow them down the lanes, but talking about lanes, you know, 19, he's doing something here. He's pushing in his bottom lane. Mid lane's pretty pushed in as well. They do have things they need to deal with on the side of Nigma. So finally, they will leave Unique's base, but not without causing a massive scar through the top half of it as they take down those top lane of barracks.
They just couldn't do anything against all these auras and healing coming out from Nigma's side. They got the Enchantress with the Nature's Attendance. Then you got the IO with the mech. Even has a cheese for a backup if needed. Gyrocopter with the Aegis. They need to like get past this Gyrocopter, but the way that Miracle is positioning himself in the fight, they can't get past it. They're gonna run into, you know, Barrage, Black Cannon, this Gyrocopter just hitting you with Aghanims and everything. So that's why Unique just had to BKB and run away because the front line is just impossible to break.
Yeah, it really is. Miracle is just too damn strong right now. He's heading his way towards a butterfly as well. He's got BKB, Aghanims, just going straight in for the butterfly. Wants the armor, wants the attack speed, wants the evasion. Seems like a great item to this one.
For sure. And the Aegis is out, they're gonna go back, and this is great discipline coming out from Nigma. You can see, like, even if Unique have 5 heroes up, as long as they have the Aegis, they have no problem taking the fights. But now that the Aegis is out, they're probably just gonna wait and only go high ground if they pick off a hero or wait until the next Aegis.
Yeah, interesting how Duracho has been the one playing out of base the most probably recently. Advanced score. Oh, they're gonna
wrong neighborhood, buddy.
Fair enough. And relocate. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of commitment, but if they want to turn it into some aggression, that makes sense. But I mean, I think the important thing is that Roche isn't, like, the Aegis isn't up, Roche isn't up, so why not throw a couple of cooldowns on him, you know, secure this kill.
For sure. And you don't know who's behind him either, right? Like, you don't want to be that guy who didn't throw just, you know, a 80-second cooldown spell and then lose the entire team fight for it. So you just, like, get your roar out, get that kill, no problem. It's like the same thought as if you're in a game and you got your Echo Slam or you got your Reverse Polarity like on Magnus, and you see one hero walk into you, just get the kill if you need it. Like don't risk yourself. You know, someone else coming from behind and an entire team being there just because you didn't blow your spells to kill off that guy right away, and then you lose the team fight.
This may not be the jungle you want to walk into right now. Mind Control is ready and waiting. He's going for the TP, and there is no Primal Roar. Yeah, he already used on the Grimstroke, so at least some value has been squeezed out of the Grimstrokes, but death eventually.
Exactly. I mean, they're talking. They're like, yo, this guy has no roar. They don't have any stuns on Nigma's side, and it's actually true. They don't actually have any disables apart from the roar in this game. Even the Viper, he doesn't have, you know, like an Atos or anything like that that can just root people. All they have the roars and the homing missile, but that just takes way too long before the people TP out.
Yeah.
Here comes the smoke. This might be a play that could accomplish something.
Run, little Ricky, run. He's on the... They actually not seem to be fanning him right now. They'll see the balls breaking. They're pinging.
They know what the relocate is.
Yep. Smoke coming down. Yeah, GH is kind of just accepting his demise at this point, but Vanscore's already looking for more. Duracho as well, chasing forwards. Wee's going to be the target. He's got that BKB ready to go, so they'll just jump straight past him, looking for Kuro instead. Definitely a little bit careful on the Riki here, as that Roar is available. They're going to throw it out, but then comes the disruption, and now the two-man Soul Bite as they jump in with the Dragon Tail on top, and the BKB comes out from Wee just in time to be able to take down Mind Control in the backlines. Meanwhile, Weehard dishing out the damage. Miracle's in as well as they just try and take him down. They're just going to try and leave, but that's not going to happen for poor old Illusion or Vanscore, as both of them do get picked off. Wow. I mean, that was some real commitment. Oh no. Yule's out onto Duracho. The big hero here is going to be popping. That is a dead Riki. I don't know whose Yule's that was. Is that Kuro? Kuro found a Yule's.
Yeah,
all right.
They needed something to cancel a TP,
Yeah,
right?
fair
in this
enough.
game, and it also helps them stay alive. So that was really nice, dude. It's so depressing when you have like in the team fight you just triple BKB to TP out.
Yeah.
Like it feels so bad for Team Unique right now. The fight
Man. Yeah. Who was the buyback from? Was that from GH? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's like as soon as the big bad Gyrocopter shows up into team fight, you just gotta get out.
They want this buyback. They want the Riki buyback now. They're banging on the front door, begging for it.
Is under attack.
Honestly, like 20 seconds, he can wait. They've got the delaying tactics. Dragon Stun down onto the Jara. Jara being beaten down pretty heavily here, and actually they can't force Star from way because of the destruction, but he's just surviving through it. Miracle will not die, and now they turn around on 1990 trying to TP out. I don't think he's making it this time around. Will get cut off just before he makes it back to base, but the buyback comes out from him. Now they're going to try and look for something here, but Nigma are holding a steady line. They don't want to get called out, and they're definitely not on the defense either, leaving a bunch of units up on the high ground to scout everything out, make sure they're absolutely okay as they get themselves away. And Unique once again left wounded. Every visit Nigma make to their base, they end up getting something, and this time it's just a tower, but it's also a buyback on their Nature's Prophet, their highest value hero, no longer looking that fancy. I mean, what has happened to this Prophet this game? Because he's had a lot of gold. Like he's been on the top of the net worth chart several times, but his game impact's been very little.
Well, that's the thing. When you play up against Vladimir's Solar Crest, you know, a Gyrocopter with like Butterfly sitting in the front line, he's doing a lot of damage. It's just that damage is getting healed back up, right? And they got a lot of armor too on the side of Nigma's side when they're grouped up. Like this Nature's Prophet can't just TP around and solo kill anybody, right? The only heroes that are split pushing on their own is pretty much Io and Jaro, and they're like the untouchables in this game. So
Duracho, he's going in to get rid of the
oh boy,
Vision
he's got TP though.
Necro, yeah.
But he can't roar. Just gonna BKB and run away from that.
Yeah, he should be safe because he killed off the Necro unit, which gives sight,
yeah.
so he's alright.
Exactly. It's pretty good play. I mean, they don't have relocate anymore. That's a 60-second cooldown. They're just gonna go straight into the Roshan though.
Oh, yeah. This is an issue. They can't let another Roshan fall, but they don't even have a choice. The Roshan gone so quickly. No one's coming over. They're just going to get themselves yet another Aegis and Aghanim's on Viper? Yeah, Viper grabbed it.
Dude,
that's very boring.
You know how good Aghanim's Blessing is compared to like Refresher Shard? Like,
yeah, most
we were just thinking about it. This item is 6,000 gold. Like it actually costs you 6,000 gold in order to like do this, and it doesn't even take up an item slot. Where Refresher Shard is like a one-time use.
6,000. Oh yeah, for the recipe as well. Right, gotcha. Yeah,
exactly.
Checks out.
It's just so good. It's got 10-second cooldown, Viper Strike, and increases the cast range. You're like a sniper, pretty much, assassinating.
Look at this guy go. Inner Beast, the Necro unit. He doesn't even have the attack speed tower. He's just flying through. Does he even exist anymore? Meanwhile, they'll jump into the backlines here, and this GH is going to get melted. Now they're trying to turn their attention over towards the Viper. They've released together the two big cores, but the BKBs are up. They're not really getting that much done. Now the Roar comes down to the Riki, but they don't have the vision for him. Duracho might be able to sneak himself away on the sidelines here, jumping across to that unit. Meanwhile, on the front lines, though, Miracle just murdering everybody as 19's going to die again, and they will get the Riki, and that is probably going to be the G to the G. Game number 1, I believe, going to Nigma right now, as they will drop the double G's in the chat. Game number 1, it does go their way, and I mean, yeah, Nigma's shown that they can definitely give these teams a bit of a handling if they get the start to the games they want.